This segment of the Sports Source is brought to you by Tennova Healthcare. When I faced prostate cancer in 2011, Tennova Healthcare helped save my life. When my father faced it last December, Tennova Healthcare helped save his life. Men, when it comes to prostate-related issues, turn to and trust Tennova's Men's Health Center of Excellence. You can search Tennova.com to find out more for yourself. I'm pleased to have with me two guys that helped save my life. Right down there, of course, you already know Mike Stoll, who used to sell the equipment that's often used to defeat prostate cancer, and who helped me get with this gentleman, urologist Chris Ramsey of Tennessee Urology Associates. Doctor, thanks for being with us. Always happy to have you. Once a year we do this, and over the past few years, Jim Wogan, the former WAT sports anchor, Carson Newman football coach Ken Sparks, former UT Olympian Bill Schmidt, have all opened up about their battle against prostate cancer. I don't think a lot of people out there still know, though, how many men this will affect. It's between 1 in 6 and 1 in 7 men.
Yeah, 1 in 6 and 1 in 7 men get prostate cancer, and I think this is a great platform to reach out to people to let them know that it's really important to get your PSA checked, to have the rectal exam, which nobody wants to have,
right?
To make sure that if you do have prostate cancer, we catch it early, and then we can do something about it.
What about risk factors? What ages should you start considering the PSA? Now, I was a little outside the norm. I got it at 39, 40, which is unusual. But what ages, races, what risk factors should people be aware of?
Well, there's a lot of controversy on when to get your PSA done, but I think most people would say you probably should get your PSA done at least at the age of 50, unless you have risk factors that you suggested. Family history of prostate cancer increases your risk by at least twofold. If you're a black man, you're at higher risk, and so those patients should get their PSAs checked at the age of 40, so sooner. If you have some symptoms, it's usually not related to prostate cancer, but it may not be a bad idea to have a PSA checked a little earlier.
Well, and that's what my doctor, Dr. Peter Ochoa, did in terms of he saw a trace element of blood in a urinalysis and said, do me a favor, let's just do a PSA. And as many false positives as you can get off a PSA, and that's why they say they're leery of them. If I hadn't had that positive test, I wouldn't be here today. And if I didn't see you, I wouldn't be here today. Mike Stoll, a lot of guys are squeamish about all this stuff. PSA test is a blood test.
Yeah, it's a simple blood test. And the biggest thing is, you go to your doctor, you just go to your general practitioner, you go in for a checkup, just draw your blood. They'll run your PSA. I was sick back in the spring. They ran my blood work just to see everything was okay. They checked my PSA. My PSA is fine. But you still want to be aware of that, and you've got to be on top of it. And again, it's just blood work. It's not anything else. If there is a false positive, so what? You have other options to explore to eliminate those, but it's better to know.
And September will be Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. We always do this toward the end of August because I'm not going to take away from UT football coverage to do one of these. People would stone me. But in August, we're going to mention it. And I brought it onto this 600th show because we know there's a fire department that started doing PSAs earlier because we talked about it here. We've heard from hundreds of people, literally, who have gone out and gotten PSA tested because of this. And Chris, we know of at least a couple of people who saved their lives because they found the cancer because they saw this show. So take it from all of us. It's important for you to pay attention to. It's nothing to be squeamish about. Go forth, talk to your doctor about a PSA test, the digital exam. It could save your life. It saved mine. When we come back, we'll talk about how in the world the Sports Source survived to its 600th show. And we're not just talking about me surviving. How did this show make it so far? More interviews coming up.
Hey, John, congrats on your 600th show. You're the man. Thanks for keeping all us Tennessee fans realistic on our expectations. You're the best. See you, man.